Be on your guard.
Jo, was geht? Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zur ersten Aufnahme nach meinem Urlaub. Ich werde nicht... Also ich werde jetzt... Ja, schön für die. Ich werde nicht über meinen Urlaub jetzt in den Videos, die ich aufnehme, reden. Einfach aus dem Grund, weil ich lieber mit euch im Stream darüber reden möchte. Und wenn es geht. Okay, jetzt reicht nicht. Okay, es reicht nicht, schade. Hätte sein können. Ja. Ich habe leider doch nicht so viel vorproduziert, wie ich dachte, dass ich hätte. Ich bin jetzt ein wenig in einer, nennen wir es, misslichen Lage. Ich muss jetzt, ich habe noch eine Folge von Tales aufgenommen, bevor ich geflogen bin. Die kommt dann jetzt am Dienstag. Das wird jetzt hier die Folge von Mittwoch. Und halt alles nach Mittwoch. Je nachdem. Entschuldigt. Und ja. Assassin's Creed natürlich auch nicht. Assassin's Creed. Ich habe einfach an dem Wochenende, an dem ich geflogen bin, wollte ich noch aufnehmen, aber ich habe es nicht mehr gemacht. Weil ich, glaube ich, keine Lust mehr hatte. Vor allen Dingen, weil Assassin's Creed noch anstand. Ich mir gedacht habe, boah, nee, nicht Assassin's Creed. Aber egal. Ich hätte besser aufgenommen, aber passt schon. Oh, warte, ich muss mich jetzt erstmal wieder an die Steuerung gewöhnen. Leute, was wird das denn gerade schieren? Ich bin mir noch nicht sicher, ob ich Lore austauschen soll. Shion werde ich nicht austauschen. Shion ist zu praktisch. Oh.
A comfortable win.
Das habe ich tatsächlich noch gar nicht gesehen. Aua. War keine gute Entscheidung. Aber egal, wir sind unten. Deshalb beschwere ich mich jetzt mal nicht.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
Okay, Sarah.
You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Oh, das wird unsere Mami-Gruppe.
Vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Könnte ich auch.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it? No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan.
Oh, halt doch die
Everything to
Fresse.
someone else.
Wirklich, aber...
Well, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
Danke.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not
War da
sure
gerade
I
eben
even know
Fehler in der
myself all
Audiospur?
that well.
Ich habe das Gefühl gehabt, da war ein Fehler in der Audiospur.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task...
Das ist ein Audiofehler bei seiner Audiospur.
...the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Das sind immer Audiofehler, wenn die anfangen, ihren Dialog zu starten. Wenn quasi die Aufnahme beginnt. Ganz, ganz komisch. Bergdiara. Ich habe gerade Türkisch gelesen, aber steht wahrscheinlich Tückisch. Oh nein. Shion. Nicht meine Göttin.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
Oh.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination.
Kann es sein, dass
But if one of us
Shion...
collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
Kann es sein, dass
I don't need you
Shion...
fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Ich habe das Gefühl, Shion sitzt die Zeit im Nacken. Das wirkt zumindest so, aber ich glaube, ich irre mich.
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
Ach, Cinematic? Mäßig ist das immer gut. Ah, ist der Typ wieder.
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the?
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? On your knees. Here. Take this! Swallow blade! Entertaining. Explosive ring! Dragon shout! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
Speed's unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Here. Can't move!
What the fuck?
Order won't save you! I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll bring you back from depths abyss.
Resuscitation!
Burning!
Take it.
Take this! It's over!
Take this.
Solo dance!
Here.
Let me help.
Stalagmite!
Ich blick bei dem nicht durch.
You show me your strength. Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Das Movement ist unfassbar schnell von dem.
I'll heal you all. Don't mind if I do.
Prepare to be seen.
Will this help?
No further.
Hat er gerade das Ding gecancelt?
Nope, that'd be silly.
Ich will jetzt nicht das letzte Mal dagegen den kämpfen. Der hat eine üble Vorahnung. Cinematics sind krass. Ah ja, voll in die Mauer reingefetzt, Junge. Jetzt ist... Wo ist Shion? Ich hab das Gefühl, Shion weiß irgendwas.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you?
Nein! Nicht mein Babe. Ey, fick dich. Nein! Du kannst nicht einfach meinen Shion erstechen. Oh.
Till next time.
Du kleiner Ficker. Was denkst du eigentlich, wer du bist? Aber irgendeine Art...
Shion, wake up, please.
Du hast versucht, meine Göttin zu töten.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought you were...
I'm fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Wow. Du bist kein Danäher. Du bist ein Renäher.
Alphen?
Sorry.
Ich glaube nicht, dass du ein Danäher bist. Du bist kein normales
That guy
Sklave.
said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Beide haben gerade mit Erinnerungen zu kämpfen, die sie plagen oder die zurückkommen.
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. Didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly
Immer
straight through
die
you.
erste Silbe ist
I'm all
verkackt.
right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Also irgendwas ist immer komisch an den Audiospuren. Passt auf.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
Liegt ihr da an meinen Kopfhörern oder ist da immer so ein Knacken?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Wir waren an dem Punkt, dass die beiden sich... Okay. Wir machen es in der nächsten Folge. Danke, dass ihr dabei wart. Haut rein, bis zum nächsten Mal und tschüss.